What is happening, crew? Good to see those of you that we have in the chat now. Looks like 15 of us here. Uh, really good always to be with my brother Simon. How are you?
Doing very well today. Doing very well. I know it's a somber day today for a lot of people that are there viewing and participating in the passing um, or the ceremony for the passing of Charlie Kirk, and I'd like to express my condolences to his family, his circle, and to everybody else out there that he touched your life in a good way or a bad way. You know, it just goes to show that all of us have the same effect. And he and other people like him in their own way um, are examples of how we ourselves can do the same and how we do the same all day, every day. And even in this chat right here, 16 of you, 15 of you that decided to stop by the crew today. By the way, I'm so glad to be here on the show and give you a little bit of info.
Love you, dude.
It's just a shining example of what we too can do the same thing in our own way. So let's keep on doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We were kind of fumbling around with the start times for the memorial here. Apologies if we're kind of looping over that time. Yeah, exactly how Simon said it. Great respect to my brother. Personally not interested in the political and religious affiliations of someone else. I just want to open debate and discussion and, as much intelligence and as much, love and energy that I can put into that. And I think that's what he represented and what he was doing. And he did it for young people, which I think is the time. Certainly, it was the time in my life where I really wanted that. I wanted to have that discussion and that debate. And people with that age are very passionate. And so, definitely really appreciate the work that he did and his life. And, rest in peace and Godspeed, my brother.
Amen.
Much love.
Amen. Well, hey, Simon says, "Crypto in the house with the crew. What's good?"
Woo! Love it. Okay, we've got a good one here today. This is what Al and I have been talking about forever. This is what Simon and Melissa have been talking about forever, is to kind of have the opportunities and not just talk about them and like, okay, we'll see what happens. Like no, when we come across things that are gold nuggets, we're the kind of people I certainly know Simon is to reach out to others and to share those opportunities. And brother, you are so good at getting me excited about those kinds of things and getting into the doing of it. So I'm really excited to see you cook on this today. And for us to expand on this autonomous trading platform that we're looking at and we're diving into and we're super curious and interested in. What do you have for us on that? Just the general.
Yeah, we're just gonna scratch the surface. B-Man, I'm assuming that you part the Red Seas when your dad does the show. You stop everything? No,
I stop everything. I used to watch every video, and I just, as life has gotten continuously busier.
Yeah, I get it. Just a family joke, because I too I pay attention to my family, but if they had a YouTube channel, I would watch a little bit, but probably not all the way. I'd be like, I just saw you last weekend, and you just talked about this, so I'm good. But I love you. Right?
I probably watch. I know there's people in here that watch every show.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Overall, I've watched more of my dad's content than anyone else, for sure.
Right?
I suspend that part of my brain to where it's like, oh, okay, it's my family member talking, and
right there. Yeah, there's a segregation, what is it called? Compartmentalizing, right? You got
yeah.
to do that. I totally get that.
But he's my partner in this, and
Yeah,
he's
100%.
and he's definitely the captain of the ship, that
100%.
I have worked on and cared about since its genesis. So
yeah, 100%. 100%. You both are
I
doing
try to
a
tune in.
smash up job, bang up
Yeah,
job.
thank you. Here to be the heart, man, and the glue. And when you gave me the call yesterday and wanted to discuss this, of course it's a yes.
Perfect.
It's always a yes for you. You have the keys to this ship as well, my friend.
Well, I appreciate it. I just try to keep the barnacles off the bottom of the hole. But I won't dive down there to do it. That's got to be up and out of the water if you want me to scrape the baby.
We got a haul around.
So what I'm going to be sharing with everybody today is just an add-on to what was presented on Thursday. I of course got awesome opportunity, courtesy of Alan, to kick the tires on this thing in my own way. And this is an autonomous trader. So not a traditional bot. This is software bot plus AI infused in one. And this is different. This is definitely different than the auto crypto investor, which is a bot. But all the things that make both of these platforms, programs, etc., are totally different. Example: the auto crypto investor would use indicators in order to accumulate crypto, and it would try to balance out the portfolio dollars versus cryptos. So in part, it's really more of an accumulator, where this is not an accumulator. The Go Baby trader is a trader by the traditional sense. It takes positions, it liquidates positions, it confirms with AI, which I think is really awesome. Like, that's super cool. I love that I get to play with something that's in real time going to do something but then does the what was that show? The Weakest Link. Phone a friend. Hey, is this a good time to get in? I mean, how many times I've done that? I've totally done that. Like, been watching someone's YouTube channel. I'm like, I wish I had their phone number so I could call them. I'm about to get into this trade and I think I know what I'm doing, which means I don't. And I would just like some validation here, right? I need a crypto buddy, right? So for me, this is cool that that's taking place behind the scenes. I've been able to watch this and participate with this autonomous trader for. Hold on, let me look. I think it was the 9th. Yeah, I got it late on the 9th, and then it took positions, I believe, late on the 10th. Let me just scroll down my screen here. Yeah, it took its first positions on the 10th. So I want you guys to remember that, and I'm going to show you guys that because what I see for me is a tool. That's really all it is. It's a tool. But this tool enables me to have something work for me. It can, air quotes, print money. Yes. Okay. It does things. It trades, takes profit. Okay. Well, I didn't have to do any physical work to acquire that profit. So I want to share that my experience thus far with you guys. Give you a quick tour, and I'm definitely going to be getting into some Q&A as well, as I know I can probably identify a few things for you. I know a few of you have already acquired this software. Congratulations. For those of you that are on the fence, it definitely has to work for you, meaning it has to make sense. For me, this makes sense. I'm in a different space and place in my mind, and I know B-Man is getting there as well. And for me, I would rather go get the tool than have the money to get the tool and invest, right? I'd rather have the money to just go get the tool. Once I got the tool, then I can put it to work. Then I can feed the machine, so to speak, in my own way. That's what makes sense and works for me in my situation. Okay. So, without further ado, let's dive in deep here. Let me look at the chat.
Check out Atlantic's question here, Simon.
Yeah, I see that. Brent Simon, we've shifted away from IBC and Nexus April Trust on the show. Will we be looking at this trading option consistently moving forward? Are you guys absolutely sure this is legit? Okay, so I am working on the legit. Everything that I can see thus far, it is legit. Okay, I'm going to share some things with you that get me on board with that. There's 17 other individuals within the crew that have already acquired this. I don't know all of them. I know some of them, and I'm checking in with them to see how their portfolio is working, is doing, etc. So I think that's great that you're being cautious here, as we should be, right? We don't just need another pitch and we go all in and then we get rugged, right?
Yeah.
So from what I can tell in my observation with this software versus other bots that I have dealt with, it's working good. Okay, as in it's working. It's doing what it says it's doing. And in regards to getting away from IBC and trust, I'm going to say no. I don't think that's it. From my perspective with B-Man and Alan, they're giving us different tools to put into our foundation, our system as a whole. I just see this as another tool. Example, got the tool. I fund the tool. The tool does what it does. And over time, it locks in profit. And I'm going to show you that. But what my thought and my plan is to do with that profit is two things. One, I might just go take some of that and go buy cryptos. I probably will, but not right away. Because I have a policy, I'm going to fund my policy through this trader, right? That's going to be part of my plan. It's not going to be the whole plan, but it's going to be part. Then I will take a loan from the policy, go get the crypto, then take the crypto and put that crypto to work so it can pay back the loan. And now I have 3 trees, arguably, off of one stream of water, right? So I'm building I'm building streams, I'm building flows, I'm building my orchard, if you will, right? But I need flow, cash flow. But cash flow is relevant. Cash flow, crypto flow. I need income producing assets that do this. I need fruit on the tree for me to use and for me to redistribute, go make more, and redistribute and go make profit. Okay, so that's how. What up, Jermaine? That's my thoughts on this. That's the value that I see. So right now, this is the new tool in the shed, but all of them are applicable to building your oasis of a backyard, garden, acreage, whatever you have. Back deck of an apartment. You can still make those look pretty cool. I've seen them. They're awesome. Right? So Atlantic, I really hope that takes care of your question kind of right off the bat. The legit is really going to be proof in the pudding, but B-Man, go ahead.
I'm going to write down the questions that the crew have.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, awesome.
So when you want to roll, I'm going to get back to those questions, everybody, and we're going to have Simon.
Sure. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's
knock them down
now, shall we? All right. Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen here. On the entire window. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, crew.
A random question: who here has watched Ted Lasso?
I've never seen it. I love that actor, though. Heard it's hilarious.
It is. It's a good show. Okay, so I'm gonna just look over here because that's where my screen is. So this is the Go Baby Trader. Okay, I'm on my dashboard right now. What I did was I committed $200, but I'm paper trading initially. Okay, and let me show you what that looks like. If you have already bought this, this software that leverages AI, this autonomous trader, I want to go to, oh, yeah, exchange preferences, excuse me. This is where when you first acquire this, this will default you to this page to where you are going to either paper trade. It defaults to paper trade. So that means you're practice trading. You're in simulation. I know Edward briefly talked about doing simulation on the last show. Okay. So if you're done with paper trading and you want to connect it live, you would pick your exchange, Coinbase trading account, Coinbase Prime, or Kraken. Those are really, in my opinion, those are the only two exchanges it connects to, even though this says Coinbase Prime. Oh, man, I don't want to do that. Let's get out of this. Oh, I have to go back. Sorry. I knew that would happen. Sorry, folks. It wants me to agree to all the terms and etc. Again, though, if you read through all those terms, Atlantic Living, you're going to see some legitimacy there. That part all looks on the up and up. You can go look up the company because this name is trademarked. You can go look that up as well. And I highly encourage you all to do that because as we progress in wealth growth or wealth building, we need to do some serious research. So let's go back to this exchange preferences. So right now I'm paper trading. Okay. Right now, the cash that's available is 164. I don't know why my crypto value isn't there because it should be stating that there, but account value. I'm going to refresh simulator. Yes, refresh. Let me go back here. Excuse me just a moment. I'm breaking the machine. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to do this all over. Oh, man. I think I just deleted all my info. That would be poor. That would be very poor. Hold on a second, brother. Let me get back.
Not ideal.
No.
Could it not have been showing up, Simon, because it's currently active? Like it's being actively traded.
I'm locked in. I think I just deleted everything. I really hope not. I totally did. Dang it. Okay, so I guess we're gonna start with 200. So that's what I did here. Mm-hmm. That's really
what was it, 164 something?
It was, but dang, man, that's a bum deal. Sorry about that, folks. But these are problems you're gonna run into. Okay. Oh man, that is not cool. Okay, so what was here that's not here now because I reset the machine, but that's okay. We're practicing, right? Mm-hmm. So what was here is I had trades already done and it was going for like a week. Literally since the 9th. I literally showed B-Man and Cody. And you guys actually just saw it in the beginning of this video. All that quick information you guys saw there, I just reset the paper trading. Yeah, awesome. Oh, that's frustrating to me. So I do apologize for that. But basically, what this is set up as, and maybe we'll just go through that now because we're just going to start over. So let's go to my exchange is cool. We're going to paper trade. I started out with $200. Okay. Now, if you were setting this up originally, you would also be entering this information, not here. It'd be over. You'd be prompted to enter that on the left side of the screen. I'm going to hit save. So I'm not going to click refresh. The settings are saved. I'm going to go select my currencies that I want this autonomous trader to save. And just give me a moment here. I got a few things running in the background. It's going to populate. Okay, so this would be no different than if you guys set up your autonomous trader, the GoBaby trader, right out the gate. You can see that funds to invest, 100%, spread percentages equally. So I have 5 coins. I'm going with the default coins. So that's they got it 20, 20. That's trades, but here's the amount that's being put in. $40 for this one, $40 for this one, $40, $40, $40. Okay. These are the funds remaining. $40, $40, $40, etc. When this takes a position, you're going to see under fund used on this page, it will show you that right there. When it's saying used, when it takes a position, an open position, that dollar amount will be listed right here of how much money it's spent. And it will continue to do that as you add another open position or as it adds another open position. Okay. Scrolling down a little bit more, this is some of the kind of boring stuff, but I really like this just as much as I like this. This is the money management. Alan talked about this thing manages your money.
Mhm.
Okay. And this number right here is going to equate to something down below that I'm going to show you folks right now. So remember $40, Mr. B.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we, of course, want AI running for this thing so it can be the phone a friend protocol that it follows in regards to price pumping or price dumping. If it
Mhm.
wants to liquidate a position or if it wants to exit a position, it will confirm with AI. I like that. I like the fact that it leverages AI in that way and a few others.
Yeah, you need
Max,
all the data you can get.
yes.
Simon, when I watched my dad trade the Forex, he wasn't sitting there just talking to me about stop losses and all these different things. It was like, is Japan going to move a giant shipment of logs to, Malaysia tomorrow?
Wow.
And to be able to pull that data and not just have to be a researcher, not just have to be a trader, but to plug and play both.
Awesome.
Very handy having AI.
Yes, yes, it is. I have lost more than I won on day trading in crypto. Totally.
Mhm.
Right. I have
Mhm.
lost a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
And I know I laugh at it, but I would literally be looking at my phone at 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, go back to sleep, wake up an hour later, go look because I had open positions. Right. This does that part for me and everything else.
Mhm.
Let's get back to money management. We got $40. Okay, cool. We're enabling AI. Max lots opened in a single day. 2. So that means on Bonk, it can only take 2 positions in a single 24-hour period. That clock starts at midnight and ends at midnight Eastern. Again, that clock starts at midnight and ends at midnight Eastern, or the clock resets midnight Eastern.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want you to remember that. Required minutes since it last opened a buy position. 60 minutes. Why is that relevant? Okay, I don't know for some of you, but for me, when that price is dropped, I'm like, oh, do I get in or don't I get in? I've sat there. FOMO really wrecked me. Really wrecked me.
Oh
So
yeah.
here it's like if you take a position at a 3% drop, you got to wait 60 more minutes to see where everything else is going to wash out because it could drop more. It could correct. Okay. So I really like that. This is interesting right here. And again, required minutes since last closed. Same. So if it liquidated a position, it's got to wait an hour at least before it liquidates more. If there is more to do in there, right? Because we're waiting to ensure that we are our 3% above the most recent price. Okay. Take this dollar amount if reached. So there's one rule that supersedes the profit, and it says right here under if you move your mouse, it goes and you go over the little question mark icon. Set the amount to take profit the trader should take. Note, throughout the day, trade trader will try to achieve other profit goals. Meaning, if you have a pump on a coin and you're up $100, but even though it didn't hit its 3% mark, it will take it. It'll take the $100. I'm going to come back to that in just a moment to kind of add to that, because I know some people are batting already pretty heavy. Okay, I've mentioned 3%, B-Man. Right now, profit goal 3%. They have recommendations of 2 to 5% on the entry and the exit. Okay, I'm sticking with their default to 3, right in the middle. Gosh, I really wish I did not delete all that. That's very frustrating.
We're with you, bro. Keep
it's
rolling.
all good, man. I want to show you guys. It's all good. But 2 to 5% on entry and exit, right? So prices has to move 5% if you went heavy, 2% if you went very soft. I like 3% right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Lot size option. So these are some options that you could choose for your lot size. What is a lot size? The lot size is this right down here. Remember that $40 you and I talked about, B-Man?
Yes.
Okay. Maximum number of lots per coin to allowed continue trading. So basically what happens here is there's a maximum of 25 lots. Lots equals trades, an opening position. Okay, that's the max it can hold. 25 open positions. So we have 25 open positions, and we're utilizing $40 total. All right, we're going to pop that up. So we have 40 divided by 25. So it's taking a position at $1.60. Right, that's the price point for each lot that this autonomous trader is going to use. Okay, that's off $40. If you did $400, add a 0. If you did $4,000 in each coin, add 2 zeros. If you did $40,000 per coin, add a few more zeros. Does you see how that kind of works, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I like that. That's a great money management, right? 25. You can't hold any more than 25 open positions. You got to start. We have to wait for the market to correct. I like that. Something, but you can take no more than two positions, open positions in a day. Well, it's wonderful. So that means if the course of arguably not quite 2 weeks, but let's say the price dropped 3%, it did 2 positions there magically. Let's just say I'm just trying to paint a picture here. It took 2 positions in one day. It took 2 positions in another day, and the price kept dropping. We've seen that in crypto over the course of a couple weeks, arguably a couple days. We've seen some pretty significant drops on some mainstream coins. I know I have. Anybody that went through 2021 and, of course, the previous bull run before that, we've all seen those price drops, right? Over the course of weeks and days. So I really like this part. It's very conservative. Now, you can choose to go more. You could choose to go less on how many positions you want it to take. And at a time, this software, I had... up until moments ago, I had 22 total positions opened between 5 coins. Okay, that's significant. It's not 25 collectively between all coins. It's 25 per coin as far as lots that it can acquire. Okay, that's very important. So 5 times 25, 125.
125.
That's 125 open positions. Okay, that's a lot of positions. Okay, I definitely couldn't do that. No way. That'd be ridiculous. I could not manage 125 open positions on a max. So again, I like this. I like that very, very, very much. That works for this guy. Let me see if there's anything else on here that I can share with you. Code 4 alert. If you're considering trading a coin that you already own in your exchange, Let me read that again. If you're considering trading a coin that you already own in your exchange, please click here to read more before adding the symbol to Go Baby. Okay. What do you mean by symbols? Well, let's go up here. These are where the available currencies are at. You can pick your exchange, Coinbase or Kraken. I'm going to pick Coinbase. I'm going to click expand. There's the coin list. Okay. So these are all the coins available to trade at Coinbase.
Okay.
All the ones that we can choose on the previous screen that I was sharing, where like right here, I could I can add or get rid of the coin. So I could type in here the symbol and click add currency, and then voila, and then save settings, and there it is. Okay. Let's go back to this alert. So here's the example. Let's say you had a bunch of XRP on Coinbase. A bunch is relative. Let's just say 1,000. You had 1,000 XRP on Coinbase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to take a little profit off there, but you don't want to let the casino to know your exit point. Meaning, if you put in a limit order, for those of you that know what that is. But let me continue. So you've gotten this. You want this software and AI to trade XRP, but you have 1,000 XRP over on the exchange. A well-seasoned auto trader has a lot of inventory at multiple price points. It's talking about the software. Okay. It has multiple orders and inventory lots at multiple different price points, entry points, right? We just talked about that, right? As far as the lots, 25 lots per coin. So it can capitalize on both upward and downward market movements. Superb. On the way up, it's going to capitalize. On the way down, it's going to capitalize. If you already hold a coin in your exchange and add that to that coin in Go Baby Trade, the system will treat your existing holdings as a single lot. Let me say this part again. The system will treat your existing holdings as a single lot and assume that the entry price is the current market price. What does that mean? That means if you said, I want to trade XRP, and you had XRP over there on the exchange, and you click the add coin button, way down here, right? That button right here. If you do that, it's going to assume that current market price of XRP is when you got it. And it's going to treat it as one lot. So if price goes up 3%, it's going to liquidate all of that. So remember that. I would definitely, even it says right here, to avoid that happening, because we don't want that to happen. To avoid that, the cleanest option is to let the trader start fresh by using your available cash, USD, to build a new position. This is very important. To avoid that issue, as noted above, this is the best option to take right here. So, as I said last time, B-Man, I remember I do believe you remember me saying this about the other bot that we were talking about a year ago and more.
Yes.
Get your coins off the exchange. Let this thing work for you on a clean slate. Please do that. Or you could not select that coin to be traded, but you know me, I get all nervous Nelly. I'm like, no. Now get it out. I don't care if you say you're going to have a kegger at my house and nobody's going to come downstairs and mess with my stuff. Wrong. That could happen. So I am not going to let that happen. I'm back up the truck. We're going to move all the furniture out of here right now.
What a great disclaimer.
Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah, so to clarify, in your example, we have 1,000 XRP in our Coinbase account, let's say.
Right.
You click yes on this, add XRP.
Yep, I add XRP.
As one lot, it will make trades with that entire amount.
Yeah, one trade, right? It'll make that as one whole trade. Okay, whereas, hey, I thought I was only doing $40 total, divided by 25 lots, maximum lots used. and one lot is $1.60. You saw me just do the math.
Yes.
Okay. But it's not going to sell $1.60 of XRP that you have over there already. It's going to consider that as one lot. It trades one trade at a time. So when you add XRP to be traded here on this platform, it will assume that you just bought the $1,000 XRP. And if price moves up from that price at the time it was connected, so timestamp, you connect it, timestamp, it takes the market price. Price moves up 3%, liquidate. So it'll
sell
it. Yeah. So so please don't do that. Please.
Yes.
Not financial advice, but as your near and dear digital friend Simon says, crypto, please, for the love of Jesus and everything else that's holy, that get the lucky horseshoe and tap it and be like, don't do that. Please don't do that. Get your coins off the exchange. Please just get them out of there. Once you got it out of there, then hook this bad boy up and let it run and do good things. I saw Jermaine in the chat. Jermaine said, I average 6 to 7% monthly returns on my Go Baby Trade AI trader. Real money. G-Man, that's awesome. I am so happy for you. I am so very, very happy for you.
Let's hit this one too, Simon.
Can you? Oh, no. Not at the same time. You can only connect one, and I asked that directly. If you want to do that and capitalize on that, then you need to get two different licenses and connect one to one and one to the other. I think that's very advantageous to do that. Can you connect to both? Oh, yeah. No, just one at a time. When you disconnect, let's run that play real quick. I think that's a good segue. So everybody kind of good on this so far. I know that was a lot of information. I know this is the boring part, but it's very important to really understand this. So when you get it, go paper trade for a little bit, right? Maybe not even send any funds over there yet. Get your coins off the exchange, paper trade for a week or two, see how it works. Don't hit the reset button midweek like I just did on the beginning of this show, and then all your cool information's lost. But I was on track at getting 1% per week. Now that's locked in cash, and that was only over a 1 week period, 7 days. On day 8, I switched it to reinvest. But let's answer that question first. B-Man, can you bring that back up on the screen for me?
Yes, sir.
Real quick. Can you connect both Coinbase and Kraken at the same time? One at a time is the answer. So where we would do that is exchange preferences, okay? And you would pick out which one you want to do. When you do that, when you select which one, I'm not going to do it right now. Did I already take a position? How about that? I took a position while we were on the show. When you do that, you'll need to enter some key secret information. Those that have already done the Auto Crypto Investor Trader with me, it's the same process. We're going to need the IPA key and the IPA secret, and there's a few other steps we got to do on either exchange to give this software and AI permission. And the one thing we don't want to give it permission to is transferring of funds or coins. We definitely don't want that. Okay, that's how we give that permission. I don't even think it's really coded in, but if we give it permission, it's there. We don't want that. No transferring, no depositing, no withdrawing. You show up, you trade coins. That's all you do. Good job. Nice. So now let's say you wanted to do that. Let's say you said, dude, I just got the Kraken account, but I wanted to get this baby going. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you would disconnect from Coinbase and then you would reconnect to Kraken. What I would do before I would do that is I would come to the My Trader page. This is our default dashboard that it goes to. Might take a little bit to load up here. Oh, look at that. It already took positions for me. Yeah, I'm back in the game. As you can see down low, filled orders. Took positions for me. We'll get in that in a minute. There's a beautiful.
So Simon, on this, to clarify,
yeah, sure.
So on your personal Coinbase account, you've only loaded that up with, say, USD
$200.
$200.
That's
And,
yeah,
and
that's what
then
I will be doing.
and then you're
Yeah.
selecting on the platform which coins, which tokens you want to trade. Given
Not
that,
in Coin, yeah, not in Coinbase. I'm doing this coin
right,
selecting over here on the trader itself, right?
right.
It will do that on the fly. It will just, hey, I give you permission to go acquire this coin. Okay.
You could have said that, but just want to clarify and make it.
No. I appreciate the clarification because this is a lot of info, right? We're
Mhm.
going to be doing a lot of double repeating stuff here,
Yeah.
just to kind of reiterate because I want you guys to be aware. So let's get back to that other question here. Can you connect one licensed trader to two exchanges? No, you got to use two licenses to connect to both at the same time if you want to run them at the same time. But let's say you don't, and you still like it to connect to Coinbase, play there for a little while. Okay, let me go over to Kraken because maybe you happen to see some volatility in a coin and you've done a lot of research and a lot of homework. Again, you've done a lot of research and a lot of homework, and now you want to play over in Kraken. Okay, I would come here and click the halt trading button. It will stop it. It'll stop all trading. Then and only then would I connect the autonomous trader to Kraken or what other exchange that I wasn't using that I want to use now. Now let's go a little bit deeper on that because I know there's some more questions. When you do that, it's at a whole new store. It's almost like think about Kraken and Coinbase as companies. I mean, they are, but and your trader is an employee working for you on behalf of you. So you told it to quit Coinbase and go work at Kraken. So that means everything that it did at Coinbase is going to be like deleted in a way. And it will it will start fresh and new over at Kraken. So that means whatever assets you have over at Coinbase are still going to be there. Whatever cash you have over at Coinbase, still going to be there. Right. So you would need to, again, send funds over to Kraken, have that in play, just like you did Coinbase. Funds are USD. Or actually, let's go back to that because I think it's just USD. Let's go back to this. Kraken only supports cash. What? Cancel. So you would have to have fiat over there in US dollars. So you could send maybe USD over there, switch it over to cash. Voila. It's a done deal. Again, you could send stablecoin over there, swap it into cash, US dollars, and then you could play again. Does that make sense?
Yes. Question,
Okay, perfect.
Simon. On a sell.
Yeah, liquidation.
Liquidation. Is that amount now being represented on the platform, or will it be reflected on our exchanges?
Both.
Okay,
so let's say right here. So it just took open positions. Okay, on all the coins. Bonk, Andu, Pepe, Sui, Whiff. Right? Okay. So when a sell occurs, it will also show up down here. The writing will be bold and green, but just like this, only it'll be in bold lettering. Okay. And it will tell you the amount of coins that were liquidated. So that's your lot size, right? Right. It took $1.60, and this is how many coins it got for $1.60 at this price. Oh man, at this price. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So again, one lot, one trade, one open position using $1.60. Let's go look at that real quick. Select exchanges. Because it took positions, and I want to show everybody this where it's translated. But that's a great question, B-Man. It's going to reflect on both. When you have something that connects to, when you have one platform connect to another platform using API, it's basically doing actions over at the connecting or the platform that you connected to. But all the information that's on that platform, coins, prices, how much cash is there, it gets all that information and is represented here. And here's a great example. It took positions. Would you? Oh, what? What was that? Manual trading and strategy are disabled. Yeah, that's great.
That's good. Good.
I don't want to do manual. I want you to do autonomous, bro. Autonomous. So here's something I was going to share earlier. Funds used. Will you quit that? Oh my gosh. Funds used. So it used $1.60 on Bonk. It used $1.59 on Ondu, $1.60 on Pepe, Sui, $1.45, and $1.59 over at WIF. Now these are a little different in prices. You might be going, Simon, what happened to the $1.60? Well, different price, different commissions, different fees over the exchange. Okay. So it might have cost me a little bit more to get in to do a thing. But I just want to show you that you can come to the available currencies page, scroll down. You can see my account value barely under $200, cash remaining $192.14, funds remaining right here. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to get that little stupid thing that's going to come back up. There it is. Cancel. And this is the cash that I have remaining in each pool for each coin that I'm trading. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This is money management that I don't have to do.
Yeah. Setting up your parameters when you first started showing me this is the exciting part. In the bots that we used previously, I thought there was much more trust involved. And those things worked well, but I'm excited to continue to learn these parameters and learn these rules and what you're telling us right now, because that helps inform the decisions that we make.
Yes.
I like a question that Northern has for us here too.
Bring it.
Can you choose how much it will reinvest and how much cash it will keep? Tactically, Simon, can we, say we got our Kraken account, or let's just say Coinbase, because you can use others from there besides just fiat. Can we tactically within that account over on Coinbase? You know what? I'm feeling good about this. I'm still playing scientist with this. I want to be real conservative and really play this thing out for a couple months. Maybe purchase a crypto with some of that. Maybe something that you'd want to sit in long term. You buy some XRP with some of that amount, and then let the rest of your fiat or your USD play in the account.
Right. So here we go.
But we're kind of already initially setting that up.
Yeah, you can choose how much, as in percentage, not dollars. Percentage.
Okay. Yes.
So you have to do a little bit of math. A little bit of humans got to come into play. But even if you can't math, we have all the technology in the world available to us to help us with math. Shout out to ChatGPT.
Yep.
Oh, your account is currently locked. Manual trading and strategies are disabled. Enter your go. Oh, maybe I got to relog in. Let me try this real quick. I'm not. It did. It logged me out. Nope, it's logging me in. Well, my one was just a trial here to participate. But yeah, you should be able to. Oops. Man, that's a bum deal. Not cool. So yes, you can do that. Northern Living. Basically, the page I'm trying to navigate to.
Good morning, Frankie. Frankie's asking, are profits taken in USD or coin? How are profits taken?
Profits are taken in whatever it's being traded with. So over at Coinbase, you can use USD, USDC. So both. So whatever is available over there, it's going to take in those profits in that. Okay. Because Coinbase uses USDC as cash. Okay. Now Kraken's cash, and cash is cash. USD is USD. Man, it is not. Let's just go. Can we sign out of all this? We're gonna log out. Let me log back in. By the way, quick little tidbit. It does do both, but you can't do both at the same time. Stocks and crypto. Found that out the other day. So if you get bored with crypto, want to do another license, and you feel like going back to the old ways, by all means, you can do it. B-Man, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because, I mean, I trust the community, but I know some of y'all know me too well, and you'll be like, I'm going to spend time in this prank email. It's going to be funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Brittany's saying, you know, love the simple you, love the simple interface.
Yeah, it is. It's very simple.
Really, really nice. We like it simple. Too many bells and whistles. I could really get myself into trouble, everybody. I know. I've seen it happen. And much love today, everybody. I've had Cody from Money Paradise and his amazing wife Jess on the house this weekend, and we just had this amazing like check out adventure spiritual friend day. You know, and Cody got up this morning. I brought him some coffee, and he was just firing me up for this show. I'm so excited. Can't wait to go back and watch Thursday again too. It's to learn the history, and I think that was some of the questions too. Is like, I know one of the questions, Simon, was how long has this been available?
Oh, so okay, so according to the creator, because I've actually was in, you guys all out there saw the individuals from F4U financial for you, Edward and Attila, that were on the show last Thursday. So I was in a call with Alan, those two, and the creator Ed Barson. He actually created this 2000s in regards to like getting it out there in John Pugh public, and he started with stocks because he got wrecked in 2000 for market crash and etc. Really wrecked. Now fast forward to 2021, he discovered crypto, came across his field, if you will, and said, "Hey, let me give it a go." He hooked up the bot to it, started trading crypto, never looked back because this software likes volatility. So it's been running in crypto and trading in crypto since 2021. Okay. So arguably it's gone through the bear, like the down, and it's been riding this upward trend that we're on. I know some of you are like, Simon, we're not upward trend. XRP is not upward. It's like, well, overall. Okay. I know y'all don't like that one behind me. That's okay. I don't judge. That one has had its bull run, in my opinion. Like we've done it. Broke all-time high, set a new all-time high, like a real set of new all-time high. You know what I mean? Like it's cool there. I'm not gonna get down into that sauce. So it's been running since then. Okay. There's another individual out there that has had this on their show. Don't know if you guys are familiar with Crypto Casey, but Crypto Casey too has had this and is pushing it, but not pushing it. You know what I mean? It's hey, if this works for you, check this out. This could be a play for you. So I like Crypto Casey. She's level-headed, at least for me, right?
That was my starting.
Yeah, she was kind of my hardware wallet initially go to because she breaks it down real simple, right? And I was like, sweet, awesome. I know what bullet points to hit when I'm talking with my clients. Let me see this real quick. I'm gonna try to relog in. It's saying I'm locked out, so maybe Ed is like, Simon, we're gonna lock you out on your practice trading right here.
This was another question. This is sure. I've only just been through the preliminary and Thursday night with Dad. So I'm still catching up. This is a question. Ron got at it. Good morning, brother. Good afternoon to you. I just opened an account myself yesterday. It was supremely easy. The license is $34.99 for 3 years.
Yeah,
The cost of getting
three
going.
3 years. So yeah, when I first heard the price, I was like, I instantly defaulted to 12 months, right? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I got to talk to the wife. But then it
Yeah.
was 3 years, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's great. That's a great price for 3 years. I can make that up throughout my life, on a daily, right? I can. Okay, moi, I can do that, right? I'm advantageous. I got to create a new password here. Just give me a minute. Mm,
Yeah, I can go sell one of my cars and get on this thing.
I have a card. Do you want one? I'll sell it to you.
Yeah, okay.
$3,500 cash money.
But I want to buy this.
No. You need a vehicle so you can earn more money to then go buy this.
It's very true.
Just kidding, brother.
I love it. I love
I
it.
think I met. Ron, that's great. Appreciate your insight there. Okay, cool. I'm literally back on and in.
Go, Ron,
And
go.
I just had to do a reset. Don't know what happened there. And it looks like I've got my previous data that I just had, not the one that I did the reset. I pay for a license with American Express. Don't leave home without it. So I could get 30 days, 30 days free. Well, that's a return the purchase. That's fine. So far, I'm very excited about the way it's working. I have a total of 12 different cryptos running. Yeah,
Righteous.
he went advantageous on it, and I appreciate that. Ron, I hope you're listening to that little blurb that I did a little bit earlier about, hey, if you're trading in a coin that you have over on that exchange, halt trading, get those coins off, and then play on, play up. Okay. And I think Ron and a few others, I sent that text out to you too, because I did a screenshot of what I presented here on that drop down menu as far as the boring page goes. So we're back up and running. So let me get here to profit management. I'm going to reshare my screen. Share my screen, my really good screen. Da, 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 da. Okay, we're back to Langdon's question. So, yes, you can tell this thing what to do, how much money you would like to save percentage wise, and how much you want to reallocate. How does that work? B-Man, would you please add my screen to the shizo?
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right. So right now, there's lots of videos within this platform. You should definitely be watching them. I know some of them can be a little drawn out. Yeah, but I'm telling you, just pop your ears in, just give it a listen, and go back and watch and get the meat and potatoes, and then play. So under profits management, this is where I can say, hey, I want you to set aside X amount of percentage of profits and don't touch it. You don't get to play with that. Okay. Right now, I'm telling this platform to not save any profits. I want you to reallocate it. I want you to invest the whole thing. Remember, Alan was talking about the compounding, right? Right now, I am 100% compounding my profits when I lock in profits. Okay. But let's say I didn't want to do that. The first week that I did this, I actually set this to 100. The reason why I did that is and actually your default should be that it should come out to 100. Say, I want to save 100% of my profits, meaning saving means it's not going to use that amount of money that was in profits collectively between all your coins you're trading. So I had $1.77 way earlier today before I did the refresh button on the paper trading. So it had locked in $1.77 within just like right at 7 days, just a little over, right in there. So almost 1%. Like I was on track because I wanted to see how this would average out. Just 7 day period, 8 day period, whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. But I have to also take into consideration that, hey, market was really moving then. Right now, we haven't really moved that much.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of been a little stagnant. We're doing like a 1 to 2% moves, not the 3 and 4% where we can take position, liquidate position, take position, liquidate position. So right now, I'm telling this to save 100% of the profits. Just work with what you got, exit the positions, and the profit that you get, set it aside. But the principal still goes back in and does it all over again. So basically, I'm not compounding. I'm letting it, if I did 100%, like I have on the screen, save 100% of the profits.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going to take that 100% profit set aside, but then it's going to reallocate the principal and do it all over again. Think about that just for a minute. That's the print money part that Alan and others are talking about. Okay. It takes the profit, sets it aside for moi, but then it takes the principal, throws it back in the pool of money and does it all over again.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Very beautiful. So Landon, I hope that answered your question. I need to change this back down to 0 because I'm doing a different mission here. There we go. Okay. Any other questions on that? I really like that feature.
Love that.
Why do I like this feature, Brent? Why do you think I like this feature?
Because you've already chosen. So you set it with $200, right?
Yep.
In your mind, it's like, okay, I already got my bought in, got my policy. That's what I was willing to spend to get this account set up.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
The $200 is the amount of money that I'm willing to light on fire.
Yep.
So Simon's playing blackjack, and he's maybe is like, okay, I think at this table I've got it over the house. The house is working for me.
That's right. The house is working for me.
So I'm gonna every hand I'm gonna put all my chips out in front. The 200. Work with me on that, Simon. But
so let's go
back. Say that's 100%, right?
Right. That'd be that. So if you were gonna do in your blackjack scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have $200 worth on the table. Okay, not in play, just on the table in front of you, all stacked nice and pretty.
Right.
Okay. You're gonna play 5 hands. So you're gonna put a $5 chip there, a $5 chip there, a $5 chip there, a $5 chip there, right? And then you're gonna play the hand. Let's say now I know I'm gonna win all 5 hands. I literally know that. I win all 5 hands. Woohoo! The profit that I made from that, I'm saying, hey, I want 100% to stay on the side, or that that $5 goes in my pocket, that $5 goes in my pocket, that $5 goes, so on and so forth. Right now, the difference in this scenario, blackjack is 100% profit, like as in each hand won 100% at 1x. We're taking 3%, right? So let's make it easy for everybody. If I did $10 bets per trade per hand, and I got 3% profit off that, that'd be 30 cents. So if I won the hand, I get 30 cents. So I take that 30 cents and I stick it in my pocket. Take that 30 cents, stick it in my pocket. So that's 100% saving the profit. Okay. Not going back on my table in front of me. It's going into my trusty pocket, the one that does not have a hole in it.
Yes.
Which would be back to my dividend paying whole life insurance policy. And then wash, rinse, repeat. New hand, new money allocated. Maybe there's an option for, a double bet or something there. Okay, that I'm just trying to articulate taking another position, right? Because we're trading 5 coins, trading 5 hands, but now it's going to take multiple positions in those same 5 hands, right? So maybe you split 10s or something if you know your blackjack. If you don't worry about it. But that's what it's doing. It wins a hand of blackjack, takes the profit, puts it in his pocket at 100%. Let's say you want to do 25%. And this is why I really love this. Okay. Let's say you want to do 25%. Why would I want to do 25%, Simon? Let's make it really saucy. I want this thing to save edit percentage. I want it to save, set aside 23%. Why? Because I have done my work enough to see what my capital gains tax is gonna be per just overall. So I want all my profits after tax dollars reallocated, right? This is for me. Okay. This is for me to keep everything in a line going, no, 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 no. I set money aside to pay Uncle Sam and Uncle Sugar and all the rest of the uncles over there, right? So they're going to get their little cut. And I'm making sure that every trade that is done, every win that's a win, I'm taking 23% and I'm going to say that's the tax money. That's the tax man's money. But everything else goes back into the pot. Okay. I'm bringing this to your guys' attention because I know on the last bot that we talked about a year ago, taxes are always the issue. Always. For me, this works. I literally can go, cool. I got compounding machine, rocking and rolling. I know I've removed the tax obligation out of the equation. So I feel good. I don't feel like I need to quadruple, 10x, triple check the everything that's provided to me over at Coinbase, because they will provide that for me. And now I got something that I can cross-reference and check. And even here on the platform, they give you daily profits taken. They give you a little statement. It's right there, right? So you can print those off, keep it in your records. Keep it in your records. That's the only work that we really got to do. So, yes, I like this. Profits to save. I'll save the tax man share for a little bit. Maybe, so yeah, for me, that works. So just to play for you guys, wanting to do that. Others are like, hey, I'm going to roll it all in. Cool. Roll it all in. I'm just saying this makes it Simple Simon proof.
Yeah. What a great way to save, dude. And to, what a Simon thing to do. I absolutely love that, man.
So yeah, for right now I'm going 0 because again, I'm currently paper trading. I want to see the reallocation. What does it look like? How much more cash do I have available over on that page I showed you guys earlier to be traded? Let's go back to the wrong side. Menu. My trades. Any other questions in there? I haven't been keeping up. I stopped on.
You hit tax implications there. That was a question asked.
Yep, that's a big one for me. That's the easiest way to do this until I figure out something better, right? Pay the tab, just pay the dang tab, move on with my life, right? So that's what I'm doing there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that. Let's see. Subscription. Okay, right now it tells me it's live trading. Your max amount a max account value is $2 million. Now, $2 million cash, that's assets and cash together combined. No more than $2 million. So if you get to like $1.6 million in assets and cash, you need to pull some off the table probably. Okay. Not telling you what to do, but if you're maxed out, it's going to stop. It's going to probably tell you, hey, rich guy, quit being a snob and pull back up the truck and get some of this stuff out of here. You know what I mean?
Yep. Love that.
It expires here. Oh gosh, you saw my private information. It expires 9/10/2028. I just want to show that to you guys so you guys can keep tabs on it. It's telling me I'm locked in at this price for 3 years. Voila. And I do believe I'm going to ask this question again next Thursday. If we get this thing right now, am I locked in at that price in perpetuity? So every time I renew, it's $3,499, whether the price goes up or down. Just want to know that. It's good information.
Good question.
Let's see. Something that I wanted to show you folks, but unfortunately I wasn't able to because I hit the stupid paper trade reset button. This is the daily profits taken reports. It will have every day with a link that you took profits. You can click the link and it will give you that itemized acquisitions and liquidations for the day, but only when you take profit. You don't take profit that day, it don't tail you. Okay. So this is just another good cross reference on the profit side to utilize when we're talking taxes too. Okay. You can print this thing off. You got it for your records. There it is. File it away, and then throw that shoebox down on your CPA's. That's be like, here, you figure it out. I gotta go. I got a beach to go to, and you're not invited.
Yeah. Love it.
I think that's kind of really the surface Okay.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate just a couple of things. You get this thing, high five. Really, for me, this solves my crypto trading adventure / problem. Right. I've seen this thing work. For me, that's good. You need to see it work too. You definitely do. I'm of the mindset for someone in my price group, I want the tool. I can fund this thing later, but I want the tool. The tool is far more important to me than what it can do in the short term. This tool can produce long term, 3 years. I'm down. I'm very, very much down. By the way, I did some quick math. If I was able to achieve just taking 100% profit, not reallocating anything, 100% at 1% per week on average, right? That means within 12 months, a year full, I would have locked in 50% of my original cost basis total portfolio. So $200, I would have $100 in profit if I did not reallocate. Okay, if you reallocate, the compounding machine gets you into that double trouble. Not trouble, but double your pleasure, double your fun.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored by Double Mint Gum.
Double makeup. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's where that compounding and those numbers that were shown last Thursday can be possible. Again, G-Man says he averages 6 to 7% monthly returns on his Go Baby Trade AI trader. That's fantastic. Proof in the pudding. He's been doing it a while. I believe he brought this. He alerted Alan to this a little while ago, and I don't know how everything went down from there. But G-Man, peace and love. By the way, love to know how your policy is going for you, brother. That'd be great.
We got a couple. Let's bounce between Ryan and G-Man here.
Sure, that's good.
How would it work if I have GBT up and running and decided to open a trust? G-Man responded to that. See what you think, Simon. Same way you use your CB or Kraken trust account and connect it to GBT. Does that make sense, Simon?
What's your GPT? Yeah, I mean, it would essentially be the same. So whatever, I know that it just connects to Coinbase and Kraken. I don't know if there's another GPT out there. But yeah, if you have an account in the trust name on one of those exchanges, you just connect it to that one. Okay. Because I too thought about that, and I would like to ask the question, hey, at any time, if I switch emails because maybe I'm compromised or something in the future, right? I want to switch email addresses. I want to know if I'm able to, change that here or what the process is to have that done. Right. You know what I mean? So that's like that. I mean, that's a really diving in the weeds kind of a question, but those are the things that I think about. G-Man, great answer. Appreciate the love on that.
We got one for Simon from TC. TC, what up? Hey, also, Simon's one I need to talk to you about some lost ETH years ago on Coinbase. We know you have some tips and tricks and talent in that, Simon.
Okay, so what I would like you to do is you can email me at Simon, capital S, lowercase IMON SEZ _ capital C. Here, you know what? Let me just put it in the dang chat. What am I doing?
There you go.
Here, let's do that. Simon says _crypto at protonmail.com. That's Simon says crypto at protonmail.com. Just give me an email. Just remind me of the situation that you have going on, and maybe leave me a phone number. And of course, if you feel comfortable, if not, we can correspond. We could do a Zoom link or something else if you don't want to share the phone number. Let me just put this up. And if you guys have any questions in setting this thing up, dude, hit me up. Seriously, please, please, please hit me up. I am more than down to help you all out. I have already done that. So how's the customer service? Will they walk you through the initial setup? Sorry,
What are you
Ryan.
doing, man, Simon?
Great question, buddy. Okay, so
Please hold my hand.
as far as the customer service, you would actually currently be going through these gentlemen at. Let me just go look right here. You'd be working with Edward at Financial Intelligence for You. That's the gentleman that we're on last. That would be the go-to support because they have the direct connect with the creator. Okay. But great question, Ryan. Great question. Let's encourage that question to be brought up next Thursday because I don't have the first part of your question there as far as the customer service goes. Yes, Edward will walk you through it. Ryan, I can walk you through it too if you have any questions. I'm already doing that for others in this group. Just a third party, not connected, just a part of the crew, want to help you succeed. I mean, that's literally what I do. I'm a go-giver, so I'm told.
Yeah.
Unless it comes to cookies, then I'm a keeper. You can ask my wife if you ever get the chance to meet her.
Love. So Simon, you mentioned your 1% at a week. Will you expand on the
Yeah, okay, all right. So here's the math that I didn't do that I'm doing now, like literally right now. Okay, so I was just trying to get a baseline with current market conditions. Okay, now we have to remember that current market conditions, right? We still have to wait for the whales in the pool to make a big splash. And big splash is relevant, right? We have to get the market moving, the flows, the ups and the downs to achieve 1% a week, right? I was just trying to get a baseline to see what that would be. And like I came super close, like 0.95%, right? 0.95. So almost a full point, right? Or 100 points. So when I'm giving reference to the 1%, I'm talking about I'm taking profit, 100% profit, and it would be 1%, which would be 4%, right? 7% would be the compounding. And G-Man, actually, would you mind jumping in the chat here? Maybe giving a little bit more meat and potatoes to what you're getting or how you're achieving the 6 to 7% monthly, because that would be the compounding. Okay. And Bobby G, I encourage you to run a calculation, even maybe do a little AI search on that to say, hey, chat, if I was in an investment at $200 and this investment locked in 1% in profit a week, but I reinvested the total profit every week in 2 months' time, what would my average, percentage be, right? Because G-Man's been running a minute, right? It's not instantaneously. What we have to remember is if I got 4% of profit locked in, that's 4% total of my portfolio. Okay, so the original cost basis, the original amount of money that I put in, I started with $200. So 1% is $2, 2% is $4, and so on and so forth. So that means that next month I'm now trading with $204, but it's not all at once. It's just there to be allocated. So going back to, oh my gosh, we're sharing the whole Gmail thing. Here we go. I hope y'all got a good shot of that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Sorry about that. Well, cool. Everybody's like, Simon, I could totally see your email, bro. Like,
we'll peek up the skirt,
Sorry about that. Totally thought I hit that button there, and it doesn't look like I did, clearly. So let's go here to the edit strategy button. I'm compounding all my profits, like I said, every month will vary, but my results have been 6 to 7% on average since he's been compounding, but probably not immediately right after he started, right? Took a little bit to get there. G-Man, thank you so very, very much for your transparency, brother. Okay. So when we're talking locked in profits per trade per lot, right up here, we're spending $1.60 a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever 3% is of $1.60 times 0.03. So that's just a little 5 cents. Okay. Let's just call it. So that's what it would be. It would be reallocating 4 cents every trade when it locks in profit. Right? Open, close, profit secured, reallocate. So it's going to take a little bit. That's my point of showing you guys that. Okay, now you might be poo-pooing. I'm like, Simon, dude, come on, man, 4 cents on profit, man. You ain't gonna get there, bro. You're not gonna get there. That's not the point. I don't care about the profits I'm locking in. I just want to see this work. I can always add more money in whenever I'm good and ready to do so. But as long as I have this tool ready to rock and roll, then I'm good to go. But that's my strategy. That's what works for me, right? At some point, I got to start somewhere. And for me, this is just another tool in my shed that I'm able to use incumbent with all the other tools that I already have out there working initially in my soon-to-be Garden of Eden, complete with lazy river and skeet shooting. So hopefully that kind of dials in the question there. Do you guys want to see my email again?
Hey, Ron and G-Man, thank you so much for sharing all this in the chat too. Ron saying, hey, next Thursday live, I'll let you know how it goes. And, you coming on and letting us know how the setup goes and the thoughts and theories into that. Thank you as well, Simon. This is
you're welcome.
This is one of those tools that we talk about all these other things, like you said, to kind of build the platform, to build your environment, your farm that actually feeds you, and to have positive 6-7% coming in that we can allocate to things that either new tools that we need or want, or more crypto for some of us who are still stacking them up. And this is cool.
No, it is. It is. Sorry.
I'm really excited that you've been a big part of getting our group into this too, Simon. So thank you for that as well.
Hey, all cool credit stuff goes to those like G-Man that got the fire started, and then it continued on with Alita and Edward. Don't call him Ed. Don't call him Ed. It's Edward. Call him Edward. The other guy's Ed. Just call that gentleman Edward. Anyways, they came on. Alan, of course, kind enough to have the guy that cleans off the barnacles try to see if I can punch a hole in the hole, so to speak. And I appreciate any and all opportunities to do that, to be a part of this crew and to be able to be the food tester to see if it's good or if it's poison. It's always good. I'm always down for things like that. But this is, I know this looks like Microsoft's 98, 95. But for me, like, look past that. I'm looking past that.
I love that it looks like that. Bravo.
I know this is fairly easy. So I like the functions of a tool is far more important than how it looks in a box. Dude, this thing needs to pull. And when I pull this tool out, I need it ready to rock. And if it's already rocking for me, hallelujah, I didn't have to make an extra 4 cents a trade. Somebody else did that for me.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for just a moment?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
yes.
So when I'm doing $200, right? McDonald's money, arguably. Nobody, not a shot across the bow. I've done fast food. I'm in this world. And I've done fast food as recently in my mid-20s. So I know it's hard to get funds to do good things with funds, even if it's small. But that's why I started small. I wanted to see if this could do anything for anybody that right now is small money, but they were able to get this tool and then thinking long-term, like Nelson Nash says, are able to start build, this thing can build something for them long term, at least for 3 years. Can they do that? And so when you're getting to that level, or you might be already at this level that Alan gave reference to, where it's passive income. Well, how much money do I need for it to be passive income, Simon? Okay. G-Man talks about 6 to 7% average. We have to remember the word average. X amount of weeks, total profit locked in and allocated, divided by X amount of weeks. Thus, you have your average. Rewind that part again, watch it. So if you want or are feeling like you would like to achieve, or you need right now today, in your opinion, let's say you wanted $1,000, a week. Okay. In passive income. Well, in a perfect world, you would need to fund this trader with $100,000 in order to achieve, market conditions pending, a 1% profit per week. That would be $1,000. Okay, to put some things in perspective. Okay, so when you see $200 getting, 1%, $2 a week, it's like, ooh, Simon, fancy $2. I'm like, dude, add that up. Add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and keep it going for 3-4 years. See where I'm at. I didn't have to make that money. Now, can that pay my light bill? Not even close. That can't give me chicken down the road at my favorite gas station that's got the bomb diggity chicken. Not even close. Maybe in a month it could if I didn't reallocate like G-Man's doing it. But this is where that passive income comes into play that Alan's talking about, right? So, when we're using this tool to get us to, say, a point like that in our lives, now we have a stream of income, right? A stream, not all the streams, but that's one. That's where that goes. And I would like to instill that upon you all that you're just not quite there in your mindset. No faults, man. It takes time. It takes people beating the drum, so to speak. And I'm just trying to be here to assist in the soft drum beating. What do you got there?
Look what Lenny did. Lenny did some math for us. Thank you.
If my math's correct, 1.2 equals 52 equals internet times 10K. That's 16% after taxes, cost, software. Not much left of that math is correct. Negative Ghostwriter. So if you started with 10K collectively, divided by 5 coins, and it locked in 1% per week, that would be $100 a week. Okay. So $100 a week, locked in profits on average, not reallocating them, reinvesting them. 100 times 52 is $5,200. So you would essentially have gained half of your 10 grand invested, an original 10 grand. So yeah, I don't know where you're getting the 167 and the 10 grand. Do $200, and then minus 1%. Okay, that will give you your total there of how much dollars would be in, 1% of 200. Well, that'd be $2, right? Because 10% of $200 is $20. Okay, right. 1%, drop the zero just of a 10, and booyah, you're in there. And now you got a rough baseline, okay? And it is rough baseline. As G-Man has articulated in the chat, it's his average. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8. 0.25% here, 1.5% here, a quarter, 0.5% here. You got to add all those up for all the weeks, and then you get your average. So that's how that works out, right? Average is key word. If you hear anybody in the space, we're averaging, meaning market do this, profits do this, as in profits taken, removed off the table, right? But I'm in this range, this average, then your average would be the price in the middle. $100, $1, price in the middle is technically it'd be $50.50 because I said 1, but 0 to 100, it'd be $50 in the middle. That would be your average, if that makes sense. So Lenny, try that again, brother. Try that again. Nancy Hoffman, Yeah, this is interesting. This is a very interesting thing. Good to have you in the chat.
Yeah, good to see you, Nancy. Yeah, I'm interested too.
Ryan, my brother, I do not know how long the discount is going for. But I do know that once a discount code is created, then it's there. So it's really up to the creator. So I'm just going to go out on a limb personally. This is me. Simon Says Crypto saying this. Nobody else. B-Man's not saying this. Alan, nobody. I'm going to say at least 3 years. You know, at least. Let's be conservative though. Say, hey, you got about 12 months. We'll see what happens. It's $1,000 off. Okay, that's the discount, right? So right now retail price is $4,500. The discount gets you down to $3,500, right? So if price goes up, there's still the $1,000 off. You can do the math. So I don't know when and if price is going to go up. That would be a question to maybe have on Thursday night or maybe a Thursday night thereafter, right? Because I believe if the creator of this software is able to come on Thursday, it looks like it's all good right now, but you know, things happen, things change, even like today, you know, things change. So yeah, there you go, man. Let's see. Guys, I put my email in the chat just so you guys know, about halfway up. Ron, great point. Ron says, and I can't click that. Ron says there's videos that walk you through it as well as screenshots, and it's really easy. It is going through the setup. There's lots of videos. Let me show you that. What is Mr. Ron talking about? Let me go back here. Not exchange preferences. Give me to the select currency page. It's loading. See, look at this. This looks way better than it did before. Okay. Here's videos. There's a video link right here that explains this. There's a video link right here, explains everything below. There's more videos right here, other videos explaining the below. So videos are there to help you. Very much so. Very, very much so.
Ron really praised the videos too.
Yeah, no, they are. I watched them. I was like, oh, dude, the create and the voice you hear, that's the creator. That's Ed Barsano.
Nice.
Ed Barsano. I said Barsano. Sorry, Ed. I'll just call you Ed. Yeah, Ron, thank you for that. Are there capital gains if you don't take profit? Nancy, great question. Nancy Hoffman in the chat.
Question.
If this thing sells for you, that is a capital gains event, or that's a taxable event. Okay. So going back to this little gem, an easy peasy, done for you squeezy. In your profit manager, you're telling this software to say, hey, I want you to set aside this much of the profits only, so you can meet your tax obligation. For me, little old me, it's about 23%. No, not 20, 23. So every time it sells, capital gains right there, because it's taking a position and then it will liquidate 3% above that position price, give or take. More give than take, right? This software also accounts for the commission fees, platform fees, etc. So it does account for that too. So if its goal is to lock in 3%, it's probably going to maybe liquidate more of it, a 3.5% range, maybe even 4%. I haven't got enough data for me to really say, yeah, I can see a pattern here. Okay. But Nancy, great question. Are there capital gains if you take profit every time this thing sells? You took profit according to Uncle Sugar or the man.
That's what this thing is.
Yeah,
it's a buyer seller thing,
right? So for me, this I would find out how much your taxes are going to be for capital gains, and how do you do that? Very simply, I literally went and got a 1040. long, not short, not the easy. I filled it out. Hey, this is how much money I make a year. Um, Here's all my dependents, and I just ran through it, and I did the capital gains, math that you got to do on their worksheet, and boom, I had my dollar amount, and that figure, and I was like, okay, cool, that's my percentage. Hooray! Yeah, go me. And so I'm like, cool, I'll set aside that much to have there to, if I have to pay the full tab, then I got the full tab ready to go. Right? If I have some deductions I can do in my taxes, then yeah, I'm gonna do that all day. But guess what's gonna happen? Okay, let's say if that happened for just a moment. Let's say I've set aside 23%. I did taxes. Hey, I don't have to give them 23%. I only have to give them a 13. That's another 10% of money. Guess where that's going? That's going back in. That's going back in.
Baby.
Just like that.
Oh, that would be so nice. That would be very nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We love it when that happens.
Me too. I'm hoping. I want to see one sell while you guys are here.
Lloyd, thanks for the love.
Yeah, Lloyd, my brother, what's good, man? What is good,
brother?
Dude?
He's loving on his voice. Man, loving back at you. Any opportunity I get to throw my dad or Simon up, I'm at the place where I'm listening intently and seeing what they're doing, and they're gracious enough to welcome me into it. It's you need to listen and you need to try to ask good questions, and so I'm just here trying to lob those good questions that you all have had today to Simon. So thank you. I'm still in the very, very beginning scientist phase. To get to Hernan's question, always a great question. Is this legit or a scam? We're not advising you to purchase this or do this. This is a presentation of our initial science of doing it for ourselves, because it's a tool that we personally want. And yes, we love to make content and share it, especially with our group that is just growing and forming around us. And, it's people like you guys to where we even find these things. People seek out, my dad and Simon for these kinds of opportunities now. And, to put up the money and to science it and to come in here for to make nothing and to teach it. I'll always give Simon that platform to do that in our group, and he does an amazing job of it on his channels. So hopefully not scam, right?
Yeah, hopefully not. Well,
but we would never intentionally present something to you that is a scam thing. That's not the universe that Simon and I want to create.
Yeah, no. You can go to Go Baby Trade and create an account. I mean, I know, what was it? Our RBG Fin says you don't have to buy a license to watch the videos, right? So just create an account or just go there to watch. Actually, no, it's I'm sorry, it's at the home screen. Let's go there real quick. So right here, videos. You can use Alan's link, should be at the bottom of this show on YouTube. Click it, take you there, boom. Watch videos. Is it a scam? G-Man's been using it for a while. I'm in. From everything that I can see and the permissions that I have to do over at Coinbase that I've already done before with other legit bots, this is not a scam. At that level, if there's anything else, it's legit. It's going behind the scenes, but what I'm doing is I'm connecting this platform, giving it permission to connect to my Coinbase. I have to go in Coinbase and select permissions in there that I give this API key permission to do this. I give this API permission to do this. I don't give the API key permission or this API connection, this platform to do this, to do this, to do this. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay, so right there, now we got two things, two arguably seemingly legit platforms. I'm telling one platform, no, don't you allow this for this thing, right? So, I mean, there has to be more that would go on there for something nefarious to happen, all right? So both Coinbase account and AutoTrader being hacked. I mean, okay, cool. Logins being stolen, yes, it's a thing. Like we still have to do our normal crypto due diligence. But Mr. Finn, thank you for answering that. You don't have to buy a license to watch the videos. Okay. Hernan, in my opinion, as thus far, it does not have scam written all over it right now. You know, this seems legit so far. And I'm saying so far because things change. And honestly, Hernan, I would love to know what your vision of a scam is. You know, because what yours vision is versus mine, it could be totally different, right? I might think something's a scam, and in reality, it's business. It might be bad business, but it's it's not good business. So is that really a scam or is that bad business? Like there's a very fine line there for me. Okay. Very fine line there. Is this bad business? No. Everybody that's gone through this thus far is doing good as far as money's there, things running, connection to platform. You can go to Coinbase. Like when this thing makes a trade for you, go to Coinbase and go look over there. Hey, I increased my SUI by $1.60 in my situation. Okay. You know what? Hey, Lenny, if you start with 10K in this thing, let me go do that. I gotta log back in there, don't it? So if you were to start with 10K, are there open trial periods with real money? No, Mr. Lenny, they've already done that. They've been running this thing on crypto since 2021. The beta test is far from over. They were doing this software was doing stocks prior to it getting into crypto in 2021. So it's the testing and the here try my free cookies is over. I wish it was, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Great. But if you were doing 10 grand, okay, let's just do some quick math here. Okay. on screen. I've been kind of on a Star Trek kick too.
Me too, bro.
So if you did 10 grand, right? So times 0.01. Okay, so that's 1% for all you people that don't know this math I'm about to do. And if you don't, cool. I'm not saying that to hurt feelings or anything. So that's $100. So if it's doing $100, locking in profit at $100 and not reallocating. Again, not reallocating. It's just taking those profits and setting it on the side. Okay. Times 52 weeks times 52. That's how much profit, total profit you would have in a full 52 weeks, a full year, if you had an average of 1% per week of locked in profits. Okay. That's locked in, set aside, not locked in and reallocated 100% of the profits. Okay.
Gotcha.
So Lenny, I really hope so. Well, if you would end up with 16K in 12 months, I don't think you would get 16K in 12 months. I think you would be more in the ballpark of a little over 10K in 12 months if you did 100% reallocation. Okay. You're talking about like you have your original cost basis, 10,000 plus profits for a year, $5,200 extra over a 12-month period going in every time it locks in profit, right? So it's tough to scale that. And that's why we do averages. So you could do 1% per week reallocation. You could actually type in like a compounding calculator into Google and do your principal, 10,000, interest rate or interest 1% per week, and then reallocate. And it should compound that for you. As long it's simple. It's basically simple interest. So I hope that helps you, brother. I really do. Because I kind of got lost in the sauce on that too. Right? Because I too was doing what most of you out there are trying to do here today and have been trying to do since Thursday. How can I start with $5,000 and then in 9 years I got 2.5? Well, if you keep doubling every year, 100% reallocation, okay, and that in turn earns you double your original cost basis every year. So let's play that down for a minute. So let's say we reallocated 100% profits through the whole year, okay, and that achieved us $10,000 overall in profit, right, at the end of the year, plus our original cost basis, the amount of money we started with in the beginning of the year. So profit plus principal, 20,000. Okay. So now the clock starts over. Our original cost basis is not $10,000 anymore. It is $20,000 for the next occurring year. So now we're in year 2. We're starting with 20,000. And if everything holds true and it does the same thing as it did the last year, this coming year, and you locked in 1% profit per week and you reallocated it back in the pot, you took nothing on the side, then at the end of year 2, at the starting of year 3, you would have $40,000. That's how the math goes. Okay. And it's hypothetical. And I'm going to say speculative because market conditions are different. G-Man himself said it in the crowd. He's had this thing for a little while. He's saying, look, this is my average. Month 1, maybe I didn't hit 1% on average. Month 2, I did. It was a great month. Lots of market volatility. Month 3, still volatility, not as volatile as month 2. Month 4, I mean, it was flatline. Nothing happened. I don't know what happened. Internet got broke, whatever. These are things that are tough to remember when we're doing these things. I mean, I've hit all of these walls I just mentioned, right? I get stuck on the math. Well, wait a minute. I did the math. This thing's wrong. It's like, no, dummy. I'm not saying you dummy. I'm saying me dummy. Hey, Simon, dude, market conditions. The tide goes out when the tide goes out. We can kind of guess. We're really good at that. We've had many centuries to guess when the tide goes out, but it's still going to go out when the tide goes out. Every beach is a little different, right? How much water has to leave the beach for it to get me 10 more feet of sand? Well, that depends on a lot of things. Well, how deep is it over there? How many channels do I have that's underneath the water? Do I have islands? Don't I have islands? Okay. I mean, you kind of get the point there. I hope. Probably not the best.
That was a great analogy, I think.
You know, so these are our thesis. I've said that a few times on the Dip Toe Show. This is a thesis, a thing that we think and looks like it's going to happen, but we have to do our part, keep track of the numbers, see if we're on track. If we're not on track, then we make our adjustments. And when we make our adjustments, we have a new thesis of a thing that we think is going to come to fruition by month 12. Okay. So this is a really good tool for you in a number of different ways. But for me, it's just another tree in my garden. It's going to take a little while to get some fruit on that tree. And I look forward to doing it. Sorry, I just saw 222 there for a second. Universe trying to tell me I'm doing good things.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully that helps. I'm all about the trees. There's been a lot of fake bots in the past. You just hit it, man. I love it. MindLink. Woohoo! We're here. I understand why people are gun shy. Dude, 100%.
100%.
I'm just showing you what I've got, what I've seen. Right?
Be gun shy.
Be gun shy. Yeah, you dude, check the chamber, check the mag. Dude, I mean, go take a gun safety class. You know, go Baby Trader. I think it's this one. No, this one. No, this one. How about this one? There it is. Look, it's trademarked. Go look it up. See if it's a real company. Now, does that mean, when I say real, I mean you filed paperwork, it's in the court system, and it's public record at some level. Okay, go look. But remember, in that world, nobody has to identify who they are 100%. Right? There's privacy things and etc. Like this, it's even with the trust. You guys have talked about the trust on this channel. not all the names are going to be there. They don't have to be. So why risk your name being there and put a target on your back? So I get it. Okay. I'm only bringing that up because you might do research on this company. You're going to be like, well, how come all the shot callers in that business aren't named? Well, that's because they decided to not do that. So if that's a red flag, then it's a red flag. Cool. Maybe it's you have a 3 strikes you're out policy. Keep digging, keep looking. You know, like I said, there's other YouTube channels that have this on there, but not very many. You know, Crypto Casey's one of them. Go watch Crypto Casey's content. Get a feel for her as a person.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so and this isn't recent. I mean, the most recent one is arguably recent, I think like 4 months ago. But she's done a few videos on this. So you know, this is good. But when I say few, I literally mean a few. She's not pushing hard. She, according to Edward, they have a Wednesday night private discussion with Casey Crypto's private group or whatever she has over there. So I think that's cool. I mean, it's okay. How long are you going to keep the scam going? As long as there's fish in the pool, of course. But at some point, you know, we definitely either A, have to pull the trigger, or B, we have to walk away. And we have to do that for ourselves. You know, we have to do that for ourselves. I saw somebody else in the chat said, I saw this specific one last year, didn't pull the trigger, and voila, here it is again. Yep. Okay, so a year.
That was Frankie.
Now, right? That was Frankie, right? Now, do I know Frankie a little bit? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they a real person? Yeah, Frankie's a real person, as far as I know. But again, maybe not a real person. And I'm Frankie. I'm not throwing you on the bus, man. God bless you. I love you, Frankie. You're good peeps, right? But these are things that we have to take into consideration, right? This is the big picture stuff. You guys have been in this space for at least 4 years. Okay, you've been rug pulled, you've been scammed, you've done stuff wrong. You thought you did stuff right. Even if you did stuff right, you still lost. Like I've taken those lumps, some of them with you live on a phone call. Others, I've done them way before you did it. You know, so that's why I like testing stuff. That's why I like, hey, this is what's working for me. I see some value here. I'm locked in. And I will continue to share this with anybody and everybody that I feel this could benefit. And in my opinion, it can benefit everybody, but I think you have to be in your own right place, state of mind, etc. It's not like just go out and I'm good to go. Again, this is a tool. So when you buy a tool, you have to use the tool. And it does take money to use the tool. And it takes money to get the tool. But you keep using this tool and let this tool allow to work for you. It can now produce something for you to maybe go get other tools in your life. Or, as I was speaking with somebody yesterday, if you're doing X amount of dollars, like let's take Lenny's example, $10,000, prints on average $100 a week. I say prints as in locked in profit. It's set it aside. Lenny could go out and get $100 worth of XRP.
Yep.
Got it. Well, now he just put that money to work. He didn't let the bot put the money to work, this autonomous trader. He decided to take that and put it to work something else. Well, congratulations, man. That's what this is about. 100%. Okay, man, I've been taking up an hour and 53 minutes. This is pretty good. Woo! B, are you cooking barbecue today?
Man, I should. That's a great idea. I'm gonna go.
Well, your dad's not home. Let's just come over and party at your old man's house?
I wish you and the wife were here, man. We'd really have the gang together. Our little investment group, our little niche in our investment group, man. You've really done some great stuff for us, man. And Cody and I are so thankful, and we're loving and talking about you over the weekend. And you know, when you can trust somebody, you know, like I've said on here before, I trust Simon and Cody with the keys to my house and my crypto and whatever else, my car. Even though I absolutely love my car, it's my favorite thing I have.
Better be. You paid a lot of money for it.
Yeah, I'd hand those guys the keys and let them borrow it tomorrow.
Nice.
And when you have this kind of group and like, somebody like Simon is going to put up the money. He's found the thousands of dollars to do the initial costs.
Yeah.
He's also giving us the responsibility of like, hey guys, I'm locking in this 23. So I'm paying for taxes at the end of the year. Cause I don't want to,
yeah, dude. That was so easy. I'm like, oh my gosh, here's the thing that saves me the math and the headache. Yay! Yes.
It's and so it's like, yes, it's like, do you need to be cautious and who do you trust and all these things? It's like, yes, of course. Please do your due diligence. Even with us, even if some of you get involved and work with us on stuff, we want you to, like Simon said, go to Go Baby trademark, and start from scratch.
Yeah, just do some research. Kick the tires. Do
so
some Google searches. Do some AI searches, man. Go for it. This got thrown my way. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll take your car. You don't care if I do donuts? No, sweet. All right, I'm gonna see if I can break the car. And so far I can't.
I like that these people, just like other people have reached out to us with opportunities.
Yeah.
Something that my dad and I talked about with us and Casey is I've watched her channel a lot. I love Casey's content. Secret, well, not a secret on here, but huge Casey fan, huge crush. That's like that's my crypto girl right there. Like,
hey man,
she helped teach me blockchain when I was trying to learn it. And not to pat all of us on the back, but it's something that we've all discussed on our channels, and I know Casey has, is integrity and openness and being honest with each other, so that we can gain that trust. And so people will come to us with opportunities. Not so you guys can just sit here and listen and sponge up everything that we have to say and then just you go and do it. It's like, no, I'm going to have to save in my current situation to be able to get this tool. And in that situation where it's like, okay, I don't have the $35 right now to just chuck at it, and then another 200 to start. Is my situation different? Like you were saying, Lenny, do I go and buy XRP with that amount of money that I could allot to it? And so all of our situations and all of our, finances and everything is different. And 100%. I'm really happy that we're that group, though, that we do science it, we do try it. Everything that has been talked about on this channel, from IBC to the trust to
all of it, man. Yeah, IBC, man. This is like
people, talk to these people, done charts with these people, like videos with them. Just trying to we want these tools personally, like my dad and Simon and I and our little group that's just forming and growing. We want stuff like this in our life working for us. So thank you, bro, for
you're welcome. Thanks for giving me the time, man.
Being my friend and dude, being a friend to everybody in here, dude. You are so valuable.
Great pleasure.
So valuable to us, man.
Well, it's a great pleasure. Literally, it is. It really is a great pleasure to be a part of the crew and to be a part of this digital asset space and to be a homie to you, homie to your old man, Cody, and so many other people, Professor, Ron, XRP Renegade. G-Man and I haven't connected in a fat long minute, but I know he's been busy. A lot of other people in this chat. Bye, Brittany.
Love you, Brittany. My gosh, Landon.
Yeah, you hit the IBC thing, man. That was That's actually what I'm going to be doing with the tax money. I'm going to take the tax money, throw up my IBC, and then I'm going to let it compound over there for a little while. And then when it comes time to pay the man, I'll do the calculations, and then I will take a loan and pay the man. And then, that's what I'm going to do. But
You be in your own bank, bro?
I'm going to be my own bank. Yeah.
Ooh.
Banks need income producing assets too. All right. Well, cool.
Cool.
Well, I appreciate everybody. Anything else? We good? We out? We are Audi 5000.
We're Audi 5000, everybody. 2 hours. Thank you for being here with us.
You're welcome.
And love you guys. Have a great week.